Morning. Market chopped us up a couple of times on this algo on ES today. So what we're doing now is I'm going to try to wrap this up and hit this, trying to front run this 50 target, the 4250s. If we can get it, it's going to mitigate the two algo losses for the day. And then I'm going to attempt to start doing some discretion trading here. We're showing you guys some things on Bookmap, how you can use this liquidity levels to make good targets, especially something like ES. Try to gain a good 10-point scalp or trade ranges and things like that, what I'm looking for in them. So earlier today I tweeted too, when we were before this little session data break I had, we were down here in the 20s and we called a target here to 35, tweeted it and everything, it got there. If we were discretion trading at that point, that would have been a good 10 points before the market even opened, and in fact before even this CPI, which is this big spike of info PPI news that came out. We hit it. We hit that target right before. That would have been great. Then the algo attempted to go for the 50s again, failed. To the short, failed. So to me, I'm like, nah. I'm gonna start showing. So I know some of you guys have been asking for trading manually, trading with discretion. Bookmap is something I like to use intraday. Because intraday, you can see what's going on. Relative combined with your other kind of style of trading. Whether you're using gamma levels on options chains and other kind of bigger, larger levels, which you can hone in and print in here. That's going to be the kind of the plan and the strategy for today. Whatever. So let's see. Can I get this third attempt up here at this 50 before the market makes its overall decision on what it wants to do rest of today? It's been a little tough. So on the algo end of it. So we'll go from there. You got so many people sitting there at that 50 trying to make that trying to ride that short train down, that elevator ride down. Look at that Q 678. That is just so hard to even get there because so many people probably trying to front run it. I guarantee you Time and Sales has a lot of single lotters in there. Just front running. We're testing that overnight high. So it's a difficult target to hit when we're going this way. Kind of was the same yesterday too. But intraday at least. It's just been, 1, 2, 3 tests. Can we pop? And then come down. Everybody wants that little elevator. They're standing at the top of the tower and they want their ticket. They want their ticket down. So what I'm trying to do is clean up what the algo did today, and then we'll do some more discretion trading these levels on ES. Alongside, like something like this, we'll go ahead and look at that and see how we can capitalize on some things. See if you guys can take away some stuff for the day. Yeah, hitting that 49.50 puts us in a positive territory today, and then we'll try to take another good trade. We missed that 10-point run up. I didn't want to put it on because really trying to keep just was focused on the algorithm, which algo screwed us today. Anyway. There's all your front runners. Retest or no? Yeah. Yeah, our targets are just, I swear, there's been a little off lately. These guys just did the same thing I was talking about yesterday. They front run. This is by no surprise. You got traders front running the liquidity. There's usually a big test to come and squeeze their asses out real quick. That's what I'm selfishly hoping happens right now. That they get squeeze attempted. Stop their asses real quick. Fill the rest of these guys that have been here like since yesterday. Yep, come on. Squeeze the early birds out real quick. Short cover them. Make a pop over 50. Get everybody at 50 filled, which is what looks like it's going to happen. I swear it's all chess and roulette in intraday. Single lots can save you a lot. It's always nice to assume how great your day could be if you had multiple lots on, but how much drawdown would you have had to? You know, it goes both ways. Second attempt should create a pop here. Look at the book map. Get filled, fill up all that 660 lot guys up there. We should have just got tagged out of that trade. Oh, we still didn't. Son of a gun. I'm running CQG data on my Ninja. Those guys should get popped out. They're just reloading up there, but some of them want that fill. Some want that resistance. They probably have queue orders loading in. Some people wondering why they're not getting filled because there's a ton of people in small queues. Probably got a bunch of Berg orders in there. Let's see. That one's closed. I'm turning this Algo off. We had to manually come in and clean up today for Mr. Algo. We're up 200. Let's now go over to our alright, cool. Let's go here. And let's take a look what's going on in this flow. VWAP's here on this 10,000 volume footprint. Standard deviation of VWAPs. They kind of work pretty well. See how that break looks. I didn't see if we have anything loose in here. We have a little bit of inefficiency here at 42.39. Very little weak structure. Otherwise, it's okay. On this end here, it's a little weak. It's a good point to look for a little short back into there. 4238. That's be another good 10 points. What's Bookmap looking like there? Holding up. I'd say do a short. Go back down into this area here, back into midpoint or VWAP. See, oh look, they just took them. I don't have the actual, the Dome Pro just came out, by the way. How do I do that? Dome Pro, allow, close. I'm just using this for, Dome Pro. Yeah, this just came out, guys, on Bookmap. This is for you guys that love that, looking at that dome. It all looks like jigsaw, but you can see where, you know, you can look at that volume there and see if those guys actually got filled or they pulled. They got filled. They got filled. I would be anticipating a short here. I'll put a sell stop here, and we'll be going for 10 points. If this thing comes back in, I'd like to get to this area here. 38, 48, that's a 10-point run. I'm looking at 38, 48 is your midpoint and your VWAP spot. So this could be a good spot to come pull back in, grab 10 points. And earlier today we were looking at trading the automation also on right here. This is soybeans, guys. This thing, guys, moves and it trades out, prices out like ES. You can see these levels that were hit, attempted a break, sell off back to midpoint, bounce right off that midpoint line. See that midpoint price line? I mean, 2 point for a scalper from the highs down here, 5 points, $50 a point. That's soybeans. Whereas lower target areas here, this 14.25, they'll try to hit that today. They're going to work for one of these. As soon as they get it, then you can just trade off one of those levels. Anyway, let's look at what ES is doing. If we can break this liquidity over here, these guys at 47, 46, we're just going to fly down into target, most likely. Most likely. Because all these guys, they got what they wanted. Let's see. 1 second here. I'm not good at these. I try to I just don't have the patience to sit here and learn. That's why I like the liquidity of visualization of Bookmap. Just love it. Just watching charts for so many years, it then combines liquidity to me. But just an amazing tool it looks like that they made here on this Bookmap Dome Pro. It's an add-on if you have Global Plus. It's really nice. If I can learn how to use it well. It'd be better. Maybe. I'm fine with what I'm doing. I really like these midpoint lines. Trader John introduced that to me. And it seems like they have it as an add-on now. You're going to have your high, low a day. It's the levels. And then the sessions midline. And I really like them because they do really, midlines work far better sometimes, or superior or secondary backup to VWAPs. You'd be surprised. So, let's see the second test here, these highs before it wants to take a poo-poo. Down here to our target. Notice I keep my trading on Ninja for now. I'm not trading off of Bookmap yet. I don't have those two tied. And you know what? It also does for me anyway. I can focus here on the price action. I don't have to be focused over there. Ninja we use for our Algo. And our private accounts at CQG. And by the way, there is a hookup here. Excuse me. I haven't tried it. Somehow being able to hook up Ninja, but then they want, it's funky with Ninjas, they want you to pay for anything you do. So they want you to pay to hook up over here, have a sub account, pay to have that on, and I gotta have that on because we have vendor licensing there. So this could have been a pullback support and a blast off here at 47. So if it tests again and it bounces, we're gonna have to reconsider this short. If it breaks it, we're almost, I could assure you we're going to get our target. Anyway, we'll be back. We haven't even entered on our sell stop yet. What I'd like to do is enter, and I'll move it, because there'll be a lot of momentum behind it, right under this POC of this candle here. So that'd be about 49.50. Sell stop there, tag and go. Of course, there's going to be a lot of fireworks here. 49.50 is now going to be an important price. But I'd like to see it come down to that level I was discussing. I think it's a really good target for 10 points. That's what I think. That would be somewhere back down into VWAP here. See how this thing looks. We're not in this trade, so not concerned. I have a sell stop under 49.50. Haven't got tagged in it. Really interesting tool here. This dome is just very impressive looking. Wow. All right, we'll be back. I was going to say fade the 4260s, and that just broke. A lot of momentum to the upside. All markets are green. But anyway, you know what? I'd reckon that that's time to sell this. I like to do one right under here. Boom. And we'll go for 10 points. Break under that, this point of control, this bar, I'm in. See what happens here. Just try to get out quickly if we need to. Yeah, that'd be great. And how I look at the target again here. Oh, they're kind of weak. Who else is up here at the top? 8 threes maybe, somebody said. A lot of selling up here, waiting. 47. 57 down to 47. That'd be a good target. Far before VWAP and midline point, where a lot of people gonna try to get in a little late. They'll get in here a little late, and then they'll try and. You could already see some of these cats waiting here. This is a good spot. Yeah. 47. What did we say earlier? Put these far out for protection, server protection. And then come in and mod, let's say 47. Even 48, front run everybody's ass. Because they've been doing that a lot to us lately. Well, we got to do the same damn thing to them. Come here down into this area where these one thing you can see is this cluster of buyers here could be something. Again, this is that 50 line. That line in the sand at 50. Just like yesterday was between 4,200 and 410 rotations. Let's try to do 50. Even then, I think we're going to have some trouble. You got this big clusters here. These buyers that popped this up. This will be this kind of point you want to maybe take profit right there. 51 quarter. 51 quarter is doable. It's right here. Look where these guys already front running me. Look. Oh man, alright. 51 quarter here would be a good spot. It's a good line in the sand. Good pullback kind of an area. Yeah, I'm probably being too greedy by a few points, a few ticks. Come on, pop them down. Little pullback traders, you gotta still see this liquidity here. Come and fill us. It's almost opening the door. The door's almost opening. Bet on the dome you'll see a big fat guy come on right on in. Look. Pa! Drop them, break them. Break them right here, gap that in. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, watching Bookmap over time, what you gotta learn is you can see the stair step where the big money's just kind of that's the trend, and they're holding that trend. There's the pullback. There's that. Gets filled. They just move it. Makes that nice fractal style kind of a pattern you can see here, and that works until it doesn't. You see, if they broke that, if we can get a little bit more selling, we'd get that 51 quarter fill. It's open. Somebody's flashing here at 50 again. Somebody's flashing a little bit down here at 50. Guys, this is discretion trading, man. It's just a little different from Algo. Very different. But you can get, with time, you can get in a little sharper entry, and you gotta just, the hardest part for me here is the time commitment and then, and managing these damn trades when they don't work. You find that the most challenging part. See if we can get this 51 quarter fill. They're gonna come in heavy buying again. Yep, there they go. Yeah. Someone wants this here. Someone's kind of opened that door. If I see a big fat stack come in here right now, I might just mark it out. Might as well just do that too. On discretion, you got to take something. Let me move this off to my other screen. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now, guys. My intuition's telling me to take it. That's what, 4 more points for us? If it pulls upwards. 1, 2, 3, about 4. We're 4 points right there if we want to just close that out. 4 points. That's a scalp. Now, how do we use that? We saw when these guys broke this 50, probably the first thing, a lot of people try to fade it. I was considering it, put a stop loss under 9 quarter. Man, I just said, God, because, just fading it right away without one more test of a big level, and this wasn't there. So when we came back and we saw that they were at 60, we knew that high probability that 60 down into 52 already, that's 10 points. That's a $500 a day. Just to be safe in case there was continuation. We looked up, didn't see anything heavy on that top. So coming in here and dropping like a sell stop on that footprint chart that I have, the 10,000 volume, was a really good, it was a good trade. And I think, again, using discretion to get out at this spot was pretty sharp too, because you see when they had this break here with this big buying cluster, I don't know if you, at 906 Central, you can see my cursor here. Coming back into there was going to be a little bit of a work. Now it's getting there, but you see like the buyers kind of coming back, and that's kind of their spot. They might be trying to support for more continuation to the. So, but seeing this was extended up 60, all those guys got filled in, and they were content sellers. Some most likely profit taking on that run up. It was a good play to go short. It's hesitating a bit, and again, I don't like hesitations sometimes. I hate it. So it was a good move. I think it was a good, good 4-point play. So that turns our day into a $400 day. 421 after commissions. We fixed up the Algo's damage, and then we did the discretion trade. So it's 421, doing single lots on ES. You see it came down anyway. There's always some hesitation when you get to really important spots. So that's one way of looking at it. This is the other way of looking at it here. Okay. Using Bookmap. I really like this midpoint line targets. Now you have our high day here. Our low day is way the hell down here. 42.21 3/4. So there was a liquidity spike here, right here. Look at this guy, right under that midpoint. So sometimes that's what they're doing too, is they're signaling each other. All I know is Bookmap is a pretty damn cool tool. Now when we come down here to this 50, this is a line in the sand. This is where there's going to be a firefight. Look at this level. Look at these guys were here a long time. They weren't here like, and I turned my system on late in the morning. These guys were here, and they look how it got darker and darker. They were loading up. So they got filled, bounced, take off, 10-point. Now they probably sold there. These guys popped up here out of nowhere. Look how fast they popped up here. You see the liquidity here, guys? Okay, does it extend back to the far left? Is the historical pricing? That's the cool thing about Bookmap. Over here on the left, they were here. There's a 10-point bump. Boom, that's probably them. Sell. This is like big money, making quick money. 600 lot. There was another 600 lot here at the top. Makes sense to me that this guy just literally made their own market right there. From here to here. They made their own market, and then they dumped it. So we took advantage of that information. What are we doing? We're using Bookmap. What are other things we use? We can use, our footprints. Look at the, the solid hits that were coming in. But anyway, I'll leave that for the day, guys. There'll be more opportunities like this all the time. Just gotta kind of wait and just take the high probable ones. If we're gonna sell today, I wouldn't take anything under this level of 42.36. If these guys break down here, can we see a drop down into the 20s? Absolutely. Probably all the way even down here to 42.10 again. So that's a point where we might go. We could. Again, remember, the markets are digesting some of this news in different ways than we percept. And like yesterday, we had CPI inflation come in at 8 point something percent. The total was expected analyst was 9. It's like, it still pumped up the market because it was less than what the analyst said. Oh, the hell with inflation. Supermarkets at all-time high on food historically. Packet of ham. Has anybody checked out the price of bologna? Like the cheap Oscar Mayer stuff with the one with the bones in it? It's like $5-6 now. It used to be like $1. Anyway. I'm going to leave you guys with this one, ZS. Okay, look how we're having multiple bounces off of this midpoint. We have more liquidity up here at 55. That could be a 10-point run. We tested these, we had these highs up here at 51. These places here is where I've lost data. So what I'd like to do is ZS, this is already, guys, the November contract. Okay, this is X. November contracts trading, it's traded up 40,000 contracts already today, up 1.24%. Kind of messy right now. I don't even like the way it looks. I mean, you have good rotations in here, but it could chop you up if you don't really analyze the whole event, what's going on. So we see that 50 was kind of a good support there, huh? Kind of slowed things down. That was a good place for us to take our 4 points. See that? See this cluster here? And kind of what happened is, in this area, and price kind of bounced off. So I didn't want to play it too hard here. I wanted to grab it early. And even then, we only just got the middle piece of it, but it was easy, wasn't it? All right, guys, I'm going to call it a day. I actually have 2 phone calls that are going to intercept each other here pretty soon, business related between trading and real estate. So I got to balance. You have a VWAP here. Look, try to add this midline. This is a great tool that a buddy of mine, a fellow trader, introduced to me. And you know what? It's available on Bookmap as a free add-on if you have Global Plus. It's awesome. I took a level-headed trade over here today off of that, and it worked out great. And it usually does. It's almost like a cushion to a VWAP sometimes, guys. Anyways, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 9 points came in today. Fixed an Algo trade issue. Went completely with the discretion trading and kind of just worked using the right tools that are available out there. Bookmap is one. I used the order flow footprints, just kind of last minute confirmation. Really, truly, I like the Bookmap. I've always tried to be this dome trader. I've been too lazy to perhaps learn it. This thing just really gives me a little good edge on the technical skills combined with where the liquidity is. So you can have a high probability assumption on a trade and things like that. You know, and they work almost on any market. You have really awesome rhythmic data here. I'll get more into a Bookmap video some other time. Today was about fixing a trade, trading discretion, from that point, you know, making a day out of it, and then just moving forward. Everybody take care. We'll see you guys tomorrow's Friday. We're already holding profits for the week, but I'd like to come in here and see if I can record anything and catch anything and show and share with you guys. Again, any questions or inquiries or anything you guys have, let me know. We kind of just still been doing this just because we're traders and we have a passion. There's only one product we literally sell. It's an algo, and I'll be honest, guys, it's not the end all be all. Nobody's is. And so we still have to come in here and give our passion and understanding of the market structures and what's going on. Be aware of things, and then with that, that's when you have high probability trading. Intraday could be stressful. I never deny that to anybody that messages me in and wants help. But anyway, I don't really offer anything else but to come in here and passionately put out these videos. We've got Trader John that'll be out here pretty soon from Australia. I mean, he has a lot of talent with Bookmap, iceberg orders, and order flow and footprints, OFA. The guy uses some pretty professional tools. So anyways, everybody take care. If you have any messages, anything like this, message us. Be aware, somehow our email's been going to spam folders. I gotta be on top of that. I gotta contact the IT team and find out what the hell is going on. And you could just message through here and just subscribe for the purpose of keeping up to date with what we're doing. Okay? Alright then, guys. Have a good day.